Hi guys,
We're back.
we're back.
So this is I don't know if we want to number this episode. Maybe we can. It'll make
So
us
one-off.
episode 56 or one off. I don't know. I'm Stacy
And I'm Tracy.
and we're the Maker's Notebook coming to you from north of Charlotte. Yeah. So we just want to pop in today to talk to you about one of the things we want to do, and I know we say this every year, is that we want to knit down our stash.
Correct.
And I've been really trying to do that. Digging deep stash. Hence, this project, the coloring book raglan. This was deep stash. I mean, this was years ago. I tried looking up in my emails for the yarn and I can't find it.
Yeah.
And I keep all my orders.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if in case I need to go back and
Right.
figure out what color or something.
You're good. I don't do that. I need to do that.
I know.
Right.
But I have a bin of single skeins, and over the years, and you probably have this problem, and you too, where your taste change.
Mm-hmm.
So while we like buying variegated yarns.
Love it, yeah.
And probably knitting socks and stuff with it, or certain projects as a pop. I've come to realize that I don't really, I like looking at it, but I don't like the finished project.
I don't like wearing it all the time.
Right.
That's not something I would reach for in my closet.
Right.
Yeah.
It's something too much.
Yeah.
Because it's too attention getting.
Right. Like a shawl or small piece, something small. Yes.
Socks.
But
yes. We have so many socks, like
plenty.
I don't want to take all those skeins and be like, I'm making socks with them. Maybe
Right.
too much. So I was looking for projects that would incorporate using the single skeins of yarn into a project.
Right.
That I would wear. And so it's probably contradictory what I'm saying. I don't like wearing it. But I'm trying to find a creative way on how I can. So you've heard me talk about this, but I've talked about knitting Stephen West, the Penguono, and I have the yarn pulled out for that project. And the reason why I think the Penguono would work for me, if I can figure out the whole putting the colors together, is I can wear it at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or just for fun, like a jacket sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind wearing it in that sense. I
Right.
think that might be fine.
Right.
I would probably try to make it as tonal as I can, like not crazy colors, like it'll be all in a color family.
Right.
With being offset with some creams and beiges and stuff like that, with maybe some heavy pinks, variegated that I have, some hedgehogs I can use. So that's what I was thinking. So we'll start off. I mean, mine would be Penguono.
So that should take up quite a bit of yarn.
That should take up
right.
a few skeins of yarn. Yeah. Because you're laying, because I think it's a bulky weight, and so you will have to probably hold like 2 to 3 skeins. I mean,
yeah.
Well, yeah,
2
together.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If your colors could match, and if you don't care about the colors matching, because you can create something unique, and I'm sure it'll come out looking good if you don't care about the colors having to be too matchy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'll try to keep mine within a palette.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the other project I was thinking was this one, Grandma's Medley Sweater by Trini-girl.
Mm-hmm.
The pattern, it's a bottom-up sweater, and it's knit in the round, and then you separate the front and back, and then you knit those flat, and then I guess you seam them together somehow.
Mm-hmm.
The sleeves are knit in the round. So it incorporates some slip stitches, and it has like this patchwork pattern on it. It's really cool. It calls for size 6 needles, and I'll post a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. It calls for 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn. Well, for my size, I would knit the size 2 or 3 depending on gauge. I would want like a 37 to 41 inch chest circumference finished, as I have probably a 34-inch bust.
Mm-hmm.
And Tina, in her picture, is wearing one with a 6-inch positive ease, which looks really good. I like that look.
Mm-hmm.
So for my color A, it would be between 380 to 400 yards, which is one skein of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Color B would be like 475 to 550, which is about 1.5 skeins of yarn, right? And then color C would be no more than 370 yards. So I would need like 2 single skeins, and then probably the third skein would have to be like 1.5.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's not bad, right?
No.
That's using up a good bit of yarn for this whole sweater.
Yeah.
Which this sweater looks, I think it looks really nice.
I think it looks good. It kind of reminds me of an anthropology type of look.
Yeah. And she has a lot of sizes, sizes 1 to 10.
She's size inclusive, yeah.
But she's very size inclusive. 33 to fit a 33-inch to 72-inch chest circumference. And the gauge in stockinette is 22 stitches, 32 rows for 4 inches.
Right.
After blocking.
Right.
So that one, I am seriously considering, once I can figure out the cut, once I have time to go through my stash,
right.
I'm going to pick out colors and I'm going to set them aside so I can cast on at some point during this year.
Yeah.
You want to look at this one?
Yeah. So I struggle to find like sweaters, but I decided.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided okay. I feel like everybody.
Yours?
Yes.
Okay.
So I feel like everybody does shawls, and I see why. So if you want to do one skeinas or for one skeinas, you can do things like this. This Venezia shawl by Hohi. So obviously it's not variegated, because variegated you won't see this design here in the center, but it's a one skeina project, which is ideal finger and weight, ideal project.
I wear this a lot.
Me too. I wear this a lot. But I did see some people on there. I did see some people have this shawl in variegated, but not bright variegated. It's more like muted tones. So like a black and white or simple colors. So I think that will be great. And this is a fun potato chippy type of knit, if you ask me. Another one I saw was the Scrap Wrap by Jackie Verbeck, and her pattern is free. And it's using finger and weight yarn, so you can use mini skeins or scraps, or if you have a bunch of different finger and weight variegated yarns, you can use that too. And you can make it as long as you want or as short as you want. Stacy sent me a picture of is it Malia Obama with this long scarf, and it looks so good on her.
She worked on the Sundance Festival.
Yeah,
or whatever,
but it looks so good, right? So I guess I had that in the back of my mind. That would look good. And the whole pattern is pretty much a 2-row repeat, which is a half fisherman's rib stitch, which I think it looks easy from what it looks reading the pattern. And it calls for a needle of 3.75 millimeter needle, and you can make it bless you, you can make it, customize it to your style, your colors, and that's what I like about it. Right? So the next one I found was a Sockhead Slouch Hat by Kelly McClure, and that's free too. And that calls for finger and weight yarn, and it's one skein. And ideally, yes, you want solid colors, but you could do variegated. And again, if it's more tonal than variegated in your yarn, this will be ideal. And the gauge calls for 32 stitches and 46 rows. And you're using a 2.5 or a US 3 needle. I don't think you see much circular needles with 2.5. You see it mainly in DPNs. So I think she says that it's okay to go to US 3. Its finished measurements is meant to be 9 inches wide, so it should fit average person's head. And it's constructed from the bottom up to the crown, and a wide brim. From the bottom to the crown, and then work the rib brim that folds while the rest folds and flops over. So it'll be like a floppy hat, which I think is cute. So, but you could use, like I said, variegated, and it will look good. Because she showed a picture. If you go to her Ravelry, you can see it. Yeah, it's variegated. I think it looks good. So, do you want to jump in and talk about any more?
We have to look at notes. It's a lot of.
I ain't gonna remember.
Quite a bit. I found quite a bit.
Yeah, there's plenty out there.
But we're just gonna share like a couple.
Yeah. I haven't found a sweater yet. I'm looking. You good? You found a couple tops, which is awesome.
The Bohemian Rhapsody by Winter Weather Knits. That's another good one. It's Aran weight. She has quite a range of sizes from extra small, 9 sizes, from extra small to 5XL, to fit a bust measurement of 33 inches all the way to 63.5 inches.
Right.
With 4 to 6 inches of ease, similar to the last. For my size, I'd probably go small, and I would knit the 758 grams, right, of yarn. Mm-hmm. She used scraps, but I would just pick out enough yarn that goes well together for my sash to knit this sweater, right? She said it doesn't seem like there's too much going on as far as special techniques. Kitchener stitch, mattress stitch, picking up stitches. There is an Italian bind off that's optional, but she provides video for that. Knitting flat and round. I believe it's let's see, I think it's a top down. It looks like it probably is a top down. And it has like this, I just like the way it falls. It's like this nice loose fitting cardigan. Like a boho chic kind of thing. It's really pretty, and that's been on my queue for a while. And I think that one would be a good way to use up a nice chunk of my variegated yarns. And I would totally wear it. Yeah. Like, if I can land colors like she did on her sample, that would be
great. She really nailed it with those colors.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. But and there's a few tops like wool and pine.
Yes, I was looking at that.
She has like the sea glass tee. Yep. And with that, if you buy that, you'll get the bonus sea glass, I think a hat pattern for the phrase. It's a top-down construction, seamless, no ends to weave in. It's, from what I can tell, they provide a lot of videos to help you along the way. Fingering weight yarn. Yeah. So that's right. Most of these I was looking really for fingering weights. Right. That you can hold together and either single, double, or whatever, to get the size you need. She says that this includes 7 video tutorials with tips on how you can customize your own version. This pattern calls for, it has like a 5 to 8 inches of positive ease, and it fits a bust size of 37 to 68 inches. Okay. So it's pretty, broad. You need about 240 to 510 grams of yarn, depending on your size. I'm just giving the range. Okay. So, and that's for the tee. But wool and pine also has a one called the Bluegrass, and it's a shawl wrap kind of thing, and it's knit on the bias, and it's reversible. So, and she's saying there's no need to weave in ends. I guess if you want that tassels, fringes at the end. I'm not a fringe person, so I'd probably not do that. But the skills you would require if you want to delve into brioche, hey, I say this might be a good project, because the only thing you will have to do that's complex here in this pattern is the brioche increases and decreases. Right. And she provides a 45-minute video tutorial. Right. That's included with the pattern on how to do this. And she said it's for an adventurous beginner. You need about 1,400 yards of fingering weight, and it's customizable. Oh, okay. So you can do her sample is 16 wide inches by 94 inches long, but you can make that however you want it. It's a very pretty pattern. I think that'll be fun to make and wear. Yeah. And it's brioche. I mean, I do feel like doing something brioche.
Actually, I was working on a brioche shawl, and I lost interest in it.
Really?
It's sad. That's why I chucked it to the side yesterday. I'm like, I'm not feeling this. And it's been sitting there for months.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
There's a Susan Joy triangle shawl, and that one, it calls for fingering weight yarn, and that's a 1 skeiner. If you have something with texture in it, like a cobble or pebble type yarn that has texture, that would be ideal. But I don't think you have to have it. It'll look good variegated, and that's it calls for US size 6, and it's a triangle shaped shawl, like I said, one piece, and it's top down. The increases are made on the right side of the work. But at the end of it, you have the option to add tassels or fringes. Um, when I did it, I thought it was a great one piece. But if you have that in your stash, that would be great, I think. And it goes quick, I think. Again, I think. But it's a fairly straightforward shawl, and I think it's good for beginner, I think. Again, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah. So that's a few suggestions. I'm gonna try and pull my yarn and everything, and leave a comment and let us know if you have like a sweater or something that you short, whatever hats that you made with your one skein. Hats are pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
But any other project, especially garments, I would say is the most
garments,
challenging to find.
Yeah.
Where you used a bunch of one skein that you had in your stash, and what that project, which project you made.
Yeah.
With that yarn. So we can add it, and then we'll mention it to everybody else on our next podcast.
Yeah.
So everybody, because I'm sure. I mean, also comment if you two have this or at least one fingering weights lying in your stash.
I know.
And you're just like, okay,
sitting there,
need to do something with it. Because you know what? Let's be honest. Like Katuska said, we want to buy more yarn. And if we have all this, we can't buy anything because there's no room to put it.
There's no room to put it, but then it's just sitting there and collecting more
dust.
And
it's sitting there for years and years. And I have some really nice ones, like one from Homespun House that
you need to use.
Precious. Yeah, I want to use it.
Yeah.
And Woolberry, I have a bunch. I'm thinking that brioche shawl would because the colors I got from Woolberry was all like California colors. So maybe I can have me a California.
Yeah,
that would be nice. You see, stuff like that. Or California sweater.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think, and hopefully if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Hopefully we gave you enough information. We went really fast with that. But the idea was just to keep it short, simple, handful of projects that we realistically would want to make. Right.
And get you thinking too. And just sharing, having this conversation.
Yeah.
So
thanks for watching again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.